3DS variants? What? We got 3DS and 2DS. What else could there be? End the video. What is going on, everyone? It's Ty here, and I had an epiphany yesterday. Well, not yesterday. Yeah, it was actually no. It was a couple days ago. And as I'm recording this was a couple days ago. Last night, I was kind of like taking a little more of a dive. I noticed something with my Yokai Watch games that I didn't really click with me in the moment. There are a lot. There are a lot of different types of 3DS games in terms of how they're packaged. Obviously, there's like 400 of them. They're all pretty much different. But today, I want to be talking about some of these, I guess, the good, the bad, the ugly for these type of 3DS games, because it did not occur to me how many like forms these games took. So let's just get right into that. I'm gonna start with the first one of the stack here. Now I have this is sealed, but this is a big box Lego game. There's a couple other games like this for Lego. There is also, on this note, I totally forgot to grab it, but there's like a Samus Returns one that comes with a CD, and it's not this size. It's actually like a little skinnier, like probably like if you were to like shift the Lego logo over, it's probably as wide as the Lego logo, I would roughly estimate. So it's like even a different size than this. And I just think that's weird how many different types of packaging these games came in. But the reason why that one is like that shape is because it holds a Lego minifigure in it and the game. So yeah, there we go. You know what? We're gonna move on to what actually started this whole thing, though, and that is this. Can you spot the difference? If you actually played the game, what I've heard, there is not really that much of a difference. But if you take a look at this, you can tell probably pretty quickly here. This one doesn't have this yokai medal on it. It took me a little bit to figure it out, but this is probably, from what I can understand, like a second print run of the game. Like all the first prints had the medal in it, and actually, mine does have the medal in it. Which I thought was really cool, and I didn't really realize it when I was buying it. But yeah, this one doesn't have that, and that's like the only difference I could really find on it. It has less like information inside of it too. It doesn't talk about like how to use the medals or anything, which I think is really odd. Because I think it's odd because I mean the medals, I think, from what the other paper inside this one says, like you can use the medals in the game. It's weird that nothing on here explains that you can buy these toys. I don't know. It seemed like obvious advertising, but I just thought that was really weird. There's variants of these Yokai Watch games, and that's the only one that I know of. For at least this is for English releases. I was trying to look for. I can find somewhat easily this version right here. I would like to say I own like a whole master set, maybe. Anyone got one without this? That's a North American release. Hit me up, possibly. Hit me up. I can't really find one. It's not. Don't go out like, oh man, these are going to be selling for like $100 billion. No. But I just think it's interesting. Alright, and this is kind of a weird thing. Like this kind of goes more into packaging. I don't know too many 3DS games that got a steelbook, but Pokemon definitely did. I'm seriously kind of scratching my head at any 3DS games that got a steelbook. I'm sure they exist, but Pokemon did with the Sun and Moon, and I think Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon has one as well. These steelbooks alone, no games, I think for a while at least, they're going for like $40, the Sun and Moon one. I bet Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon is going for way more. This is so weird. So mine has both games in it, and you're like, oh, it's backwards. No, I'm pretty sure this is how it's. At least this one, unless it's some rare factory error one, it's such an odd way of packaging it instead of going like shifting this to be up and down here. Maybe it makes assembly easier. I have no clue. But yeah, I got this $20 online. I don't think the person knew. Like I think they saw like Sun and or like Pokemon Moon or Pokemon Sun were selling for like 20. So they just like saw Pokemon Moon selling for 20. I guess I'm just assuming they thought it was like the same thing or something. But yeah, it came with both games, and I was like, sweet. And the Steelbook. I was just gonna pay 20 for the Steelbook. I'm not gonna lie. But then I saw it both games, and I did not hesitate no longer. Here's another cardboard box variant, and it's very odd to me. I'm putting it side by side. So here is a 3DS hidden gem for y'all. I actually do like this game a lot. Project Cross Zone, Project X Zone, whatever you want to call it. Really great turn-based tactic RPG with a big crossover between Namco, Sega, and Capcom. So yeah, this is like, I'll bring the other box up to it. This is taller. It's hard to... There we go. It's taller and a little more slender. Maybe I can do something like this where I lay it on my chin here. You can see that the Lego one protrudes a little bit, and it just... I mean, no matter which way you shape it, like, this one is long. This is longer, and it doesn't fit on my shelf, so I have it laying on its side all the time. I just think that's such a weird special edition. It's this size because of the art book. There's an art book inside, and I think it's like lined up, like going up and down is how it's stored, I believe. So yeah, this is one thing. This is the only game I'm aware of. I'm sure, well, I haven't actually seen it, so I don't know, but I'm sure Disney Infinity also has one, and just by me saying Disney Infinity, you probably can guess. This is the Skylanders, like all the Skylander games were packaged something like this. The Spyro's Adventure one actually is more tall, I believe. It's a lot more, it's at least skinnier. This thing does not almost fit on camera, but by the way I'm holding it. Yeah, mine's a little dirty. It was an insanely good price. I mean, this thing kind of goes for about like $40 to $50. The game only goes for like $25. So if you're gonna get something for your collection, just bite the bullet and get this. So I think that's a lot cooler. This is for Trap Team in particular, by the way. I don't know how much the other ones go for. I just know at the moment Trap Team was the most expensive one. I'm a big Skylanders fan. So that to me is really weird. Like, I don't know many 3DS games that had any sort of like big box. Like I don't think in terms of collector's editions, 3DS like has a lot of them, and we'll get into that a little bit here, but like the biggest boxes I can really think of is like Mega Man, and I'll probably have some pictures on the screen here. I do have the boxes for these. They're just kind of scattered. Like the biggest boxes I can think of are like Amiibo bundles, where it's like Mega Man for the Mega Man 30th or 25th Mega Man Anniversary Collection, the first one, or is it Legacy Collection? On 3DS, it had like the gold Mega Man Amiibo, so it was pretty big. But then, like, you know, going a little like that one's probably like the biggest one I can think of in terms of like actual size. The other two I can think of is like Chibi Robo Ziplash with the Amiibo bundle. It's like probably like 5 3DS games wide. Same with Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World, the one that has Poochie bundled, probably like the same size as Chibi Robo. I'm really like scratching my head to figure out like any bigger 3DS boxes. But when I mentioned special editions, Nintendo, like I'm saying, I really can't think of them doing many. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but like obviously the Fire Emblem Fates one, you can kind of see it like right there. Like that's like one of the only like non-amiibo bundles Nintendo did for a special edition, I think. Like Pokemon had some little bigger box versions, but they weren't really much bigger than 2 games wide. Yeah, like I'm saying here, like 3DS special editions are weird. I could probably do a whole different type of video just talking about all of them. Maybe I'll do that. But here we go. I know the crowd goes crazy. He bought Stellar Glow. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. The game isn't in here because I was actually playing it. But here is the game. Just to prove it, I did that came with the game. So yeah, this is how a lot of Atlas games were done for special editions. They had this weird. I'm not going to show the back. It's a little risque. It's a little risque. I will say, which kind of caught me off guard. I know it's like you didn't look at the back before buying it. I didn't notice it. Okay, and if you have it, how'd you not notice it? I don't know. Don't ask questions like that. But yeah, I do have the game now, so I'm working on trying to play through that. But oh, sorry, I don't know why I set this down. This is how like pretty much like I think Shin Megami Tensei 4 had one similar to this. There's like a game called like Code of Princess that has one similar to this. I know the Entry and Odyssey games have something similar to this. I want to say Persona Q1 had something like this, but now Persona Q2 came with a plush. I think it's about like this height, like it's about this tall, but it's like wider to fit the plush. So I just think this is weird, and I have no clue how I'm going to store this anywhere. It's a little bigger than a normal game. I don't know. I just thought it was really cool. I don't see this one pop up online much. There's like one or two people on eBay selling this for like $200 and like $700. So I'm just gonna say, if you see this below 100, it's probably worth it if you're into collecting this type of thing. If you're curious about how much Stellar Glow goes for right now, it's like $40, $50. It's very cheap for an Atlas game right now, and I will not be surprised once people catch on that. I assume more people are talking about hidden gems. I asked you guys what your hidden gems were, and I might do a whole hidden gems video talking about from what you guys are saying. That is like a big one on a lot of people's list. So that's just kind of a side tangent. So yeah, that's like the weird world of variations of 3DS games. I know it's like, what was the point of this? I don't know. Obviously the other biggest variant is the for games that play on North American consoles are the world variants. I didn't put that in here because it just didn't feel like it fit. I mean, yeah, it's a variation, but that's not what I meant. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I know this was like a random video. I just thought it was really weird. It was just something I was thinking about the other day, and I was just like, this is kind of interesting. I'm sure not many people realize how many forms 3DS games took. But with that all being said, I want to say thank you so much for being to the end of this video. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 is pretty close to 1 trillion when you start thinking about it. It's pretty close. But no, I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I got epic content brewing, epic content. And yeah. So until next time, everyone. I got nothing. I'm actually, you know what? You guys don't get a joke today. Got him.